Okay, let's go through static method. Okay, well, what about overriding in static method? Okay, the thing is, well, static method cannot inherit. Okay, so a subclass and its superclass that has the same method with the same signature are actually independent, all right, since they do not inherit. So subclass does not get the method from superclass, okay? And therefore, we cannot consider the writing of the method in subclass to be overriding the method in the superclass, okay? So, cannot override because child class cannot inherit the parent's static method. Okay? So, it's like the static methods are independent of subclass and superclass, okay? Does not inherit. But we can still call the superclass's static method just by specifying its class name before calling the method. But it will just mean we are calling method through that class directly. No inheritance is used, okay? So, well, let's see an example. Let's go to print name where in the actual code, I write a static method as print A, right? I write the static method as print A, and, well, right? Because this is another example. I'll go through the student example again. Okay, this one. Right, I call print A for both J. Well, G doesn't change. G is a graduate student. And for S, which is, well, S is of type student. But the actual object is, well, the latest is an undergraduate student. So, what gets called when the print A, which is static, call from G and S like this? So, normally, well, this one, since G is a graduate student variable and its actual object is also graduate student, a normal method call would call print A of graduate students, which will print lots of T, right, from our code. Well, this is for non-static method. But for static method, what happened is that it simply looks at the type of G, which is graduate student, and then decide to call the method print A of this class. All right, so it doesn't look at the actual object at all. So, but it's still, because it's the same class, so it prints C anyway. Okay, so that's when print A, which is a static method for printing, where we have class student print out A, right? Print out lots of A. We have graduate students printing lots of T, and undergraduate students printing lots of U. And all these are static methods in our code. Okay? So what about this one? If it's non-static, then it check S. Find S is a student, which can call print A, and it checks the actual type of S, which the latest one is an undergraduate student. So a non-static method will print U. But a static method only look at the variable S type and call the method from the class of the type right away. So it calls, sorry, not this one, sorry, confused. It calls from S, which is a student. So it prints lots of A. All right, so that's what gets called. Okay? Trading and hey. So again, let's run. See what get printed. Right, G and A. Okay. So that's this example. And we also have another one where I got class A having method in one, static method. Okay. B also has static method with the same signature. All right. Class A static method will print A.M1. Class B static method will print B.M1. And then in class C, I actually have variable B calling M1 twice. Sorry, variable B calling M1 and variable C calling M1, where B is of type B and C is of type A. Okay, but both are B's object. So since M1 is a static method, so when it execute, it should look only at the type of the variable. That means M1 here will print B dot M1, right? And C dot M1 here will print A dot M1. Okay? So it will print like that. Let's see. Let's check. B and C should print B and A. All right. So let's see. Let's run it. So print B and A accordingly. So static method does not inherit. And when we call static method, it only looks at the variable type of the thing that call it. Okay, doesn't actually look at the actual object. Okay,